What's good? It is Sam here, and today is day number 12 for real estate wholesaling in South Carolina. So every single day, I am taking action and moving the ball forwards towards getting deals done. And I'm actually working towards a objective of hitting $200,000 in 90 days. We'll see. We'll see how quickly I can do that, but I'm going to document what I'm doing here, what's working, what's not working. I'll tell you if I hit that objective, because I'm doing videos every single day. So make sure you press that subscribe button. Now, with that being said, what's good? My name is Sam, and for those of you who are returning, thank you. So, today, day 12, spent a bunch of time with an investor for the contract that we have. So it took about 6 days to get my first contract to purchase somebody's property. And then from there, you take that and you market that to, if you think you can find a buyer, essentially, and have them pay a higher price. So that we spent a tremendous amount of time with a investor today, and very good conversations. Learned a little bit, and moving the ball forwards on that front. That I think we're very close to putting it under assignment with him, so that we can move forward and close our first deal in our first 30 days, which will be amazing. Remember, this is day 12, so there's some more time here to really wrap things up and move it along more quickly. So that is awesome. Another update is we made over 150 phone calls today. I made a lot of those phone calls, and we also wrote out postcards to probably about 30 people. I want to be sending out about 10 postcards per day at a bare minimum. So this is going to be outbound marketing. I think for about 20 stamps is about $10 or something. Or something, I don't remember what it was, but it's somewhere where it's going to be under $20 to do this per day, though. So if we can get this under lock and get this other contract going, this is going to give us that little bit of capital that we need to be able to sustain this and not use our own money in marketing this, because the consistency is what breeds the success. The consistency of hitting the phones, the consistency of the outreach, the consistency of the marketing over time, because as you do it consistently, you're going to see things that you wouldn't otherwise see and be able to improve on those and see all the different anomalies on how you can make your marketing better in some way if you take a intelligent approach to testing out different ways of marketing, what's working and what's not working, different scripts and all that. So 150 phone calls. I did get one threat from somebody, so that was kind of interesting. He calls back and he's all pissed off that apparently 2 different properties must have had his phone number on them, and I called both of them, and he's like, "You called me twice. I already told you, don't call me again." And he was super not happy, so I kept smiling, listening. I was like, "Hey, bro, you got a point. I gotta go. Bye, Felicia." So then I also have a networking event that is scheduled for tomorrow that'll be going to tomorrow night. And speaking of networking, one of the potential investors that came over to look at the property yesterday, I have been networking with him or texting back and forth to really hopefully be able to facilitate something where we can have a win-win, where he is able to make money and we are able to make money, and something that is mutually beneficial, because finding people that are actually willing and wanting to put in the work to make money, most people don't actually want to make money. They talk about talk about it, and they don't actually want to, because if you just ask a couple questions about what they spend their time on and what they do, it's not fucking making money. So don't. I mean, that's just what I see. People say these things, but they don't actually care about them because they're not doing anything about it. So making money in some way, shape, or form. Another interesting thing that I think will bring value to anybody who implements something like this is having some type of positive affirmation that you utilize throughout whatever, every single day. Like I do it multiple times a day, and my affirmation is something along the lines of how amazingly easy things are for me in life. And then when you put yourself out there and you truly believe these things, because that affirmation I've been telling myself since I was a teenager, that everything in life is so easy. And I used that at the time to get girls, right? Everything in life is so easy. Like getting girls is so incredibly easy. So that I use that, and that manifests itself. So the same thing happens, but now I'm more specifically using that as in like, everything comes easy to me, and opportunities and money just flow to me at a faster and faster rate. So these are things that I'm actively thinking about and saying during the day, multiple times a day. So I'm continually putting this energy in my mind to allow that to expand. Now, this might be very heady for some people, but when you focus on something and you put your attention on something, it expands. That will expand. So if you focus on smoking weed every day, then that is what will expand, right? And all the peripheral associations with that. If you dive headlong into the gym and you continue to focus on something over time, that expands. Look at this, what I do on my other channel, and I talk about fitness and other different types of compounds and whatnot, but that whatever you focus on expands. So when you go through and you take the time to recognize that positivity that you're going to be putting forth, and you talk about that out loud, and you say that, and you're thinking about that, and you do that every single day, multiple times a day, then that starts to expand. Right? And if I'm talking about making more money and finding more and more opportunity every day at a faster and faster pace, what do you think is going to manifest over time? And it sounds very heady for a lot of people, but when you are truly trying to get into that, it actually makes a tremendous, tremendous difference. I've been using that type of thinking my whole entire life and applying it to different things, whether it was girls, whether it was stuff in the gym, whether it was getting an MBA and my CFA and all these other designations. I've been using that same exact strategy for doing all of these things. Getting an MBA at supposedly like a top 25 school in the world. And I say supposedly because about half or 2/3 of the classes, I never even bought the books because I was not making money at the time. And I'm like, why the fuck would I spend $500 on these books when these classes are a joke? And I did it in finance. I did my MBA in finance and accounting. And it's like, why did I, you know what I mean? So it's completely predicated on what I was telling myself at the time. I was using the same thing in regards to everything in life is so easy for me. Like these classes are a fucking joke. They're so easy. And then when I'm in class, I would actually be paying attention to what's going on and really trying to synthesize what was happening so that I knew that I could manifest that what I was telling myself every single day in terms of how easy it was in terms of the MBA courses or with the CFA. And this is literally what I've been doing throughout the years, and it works. So I wanted to document that journey on YouTube with these videos so that you can see exactly what's going on up here as I'm doing this. So focusing on this, putting these videos out, this is what allows me to make those moves forwards every single day. And by putting that energy out there, and I wanted to document that journey so that hopefully somebody can watch this and just go through and do exactly the same thing. And focus on themselves in whatever it was that they wanted to achieve. So, if you want to follow along with that journey, make sure you press that subscribe button, wherever that might be, and that little bell notification so YouTube can notify you every time I post a video. What could be better than that? First question. The second question is, love to hear what your thoughts are on what we talked about today. let me know down below in the comment section. Also, if you want to see more of the nitty gritty, jump over to Instagram. You'll see me posting on the Instagram stories a lot more about what might be happening behind the scenes, or what's just going on in my life at that moment. And on TikTok, I'm doing a lot of the updates from these phone calls. I didn't do 150, but I do a lot of updates through TikTok in terms of what is going on during the day, or where, if I'm meeting with an investor, how that conversation is going with the investor. So if you really want to understand more of the way I'm thinking about things, go check out like TikTok, or go check out some Instagram to get a better grasp and understanding of what we were talking about tonight, because that's really what I use, and that's my strategy, and it's worked for me for the longest time, 20 plus years. So appreciate you guys. Peace.